And we are back here, Matt and Dave in the morning on KFYO, this Thursday edition. It is 7:35 a.m., and that means a Thursday edition at 7:35 can only mean that the Car Pro is on the phone. Good morning, Jerry Reynolds.
Good morning, Matt and Dave. How are you guys?
I'm doing well.
Man, I'm just sitting here looking at this picture of your ride this week. A Corvette?
Yeah, it's kind of sad for me, actually. This will be the last of this generation that I will review, and I've had one pretty much every year since the new change in 2014 when this body style came out. In fact, I reviewed a 2014 early on. I got one of the first review ones in the country, and I loved it so much I went out and ordered myself one. And so I totally admit to having a little bias towards this car and this body style, and but it is kind of sad.
Well, how many cars do you own?
Now, let me ask you this. Have you, though, driven one of the mid-engines yet?
No.
So you may be like, I'm ditching this because this over here is so much better.
It very well could be.
But it's still sad.
I hope to have one to at least drive for a little while in October. I know that there's going to be one in town here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I'm going to try to get my hands on it for at least.
You going to put your leverage out there a little bit?
Yeah. I've been requesting from anybody that'll listen to me at GM, hey, when that car gets into town, give me a little bit of wheel time behind it. It's beautiful. Of course, that's all anybody's talking about now. Everybody has sort of forgotten about these 2019s that are out there, but I got to tell you, there's some bargains. I priced this car out with a Chevy dealer, and it's a $62 and change $1,000 MSRP, and this car could be bought for $56,000. And if you have a Corvette now, there's a $3,000 extra rebate on it. So if you're a Corvette owner, this car could be bought for $53,000, and so you're getting pretty close to $10,000 off MSRP. And there's going to be this happens with Corvettes every time there's a major change. Some people are going to look at the new one and go, "Gosh, I think I like the old one better." And the problem for the current Corvette is because of that base price that we know now on the 2020 is $59,995. That gives a lot of people a lot of hope that they're going to be able to afford this mid-engine Corvette. But the truth is, that price is going to skyrocket when you start adding options. That's the way General Motors prices the Corvette.
Well,
it will go through the roof.
Well, and if a lot of people are looking for it, it's hard to get at a dealership. The dealership can add some fees onto that as well, can't they?
Yeah, some dealers will. They'll mark them up. I know some dealers right now that are at $10,000 over MSRP if you want to order one. But there's also a lot of dealers out there that don't believe in that and that are selling them at MSRP. My Chevy dealer in Dallas, that happens to be the largest Chevy dealer in America, they've never marked the car up no matter how rare it is. So you can get them out there. Now, the problem is the 2020 entire year is already sold out. If you could order one now, I'd be really, really surprised. They sold out fast.
So with this MSRP, though, I mean, weren't people expecting a $100,000 car out of the new Corvette?
Oh, yeah. And there will be some that are $100,000. When they come out with the Z06 and when they come out with the convertible, which is both those are probably a year away. I ordered a 2016 personally. I got rid of my 2014 and traded for a 2016 Z06 convertible. And in 2016, the window sticker price was $113. So it's going to go north of that. I promise you.
So I'm going to get in trouble for not knowing this because I always thought the Stingray was the upgraded version of the old Corvettes. But is the Stingray the base model now?
Yeah, every Corvette is a Stingray.
Okay.
And then this is the 1 LT package, which is actually the base model. This is the cheapest one you can buy. And then they go to 2 LT and 3 LTs, depending on how much equipment you want. This car is nicely equipped, though. I mean, even though it's a 1 LT, the only thing I wish it really had is blind spot monitoring, which this car needs really bad. Corvettes have always had really bad blind spots, and I think Chevrolet should make that standard, and maybe they will in the new Vet. But I'm always a little leery changing lanes in a Corvette without blind spot monitoring. But I've said it on the air a million times, guys. Everybody in their lives should own one Corvette, just because they're so unique and there's something special about them. Would I want one for a daily driver? Heck no. It's a challenge to get in and out of one the way they sit so low to the ground. But, if you're looking for a weekend car, holy cow, these cars are really special.
So let me ask you this. What do you have going on over on the news section of CarProUSA.com?
Well, there's Ford is giving away a 2020 Shelby GT500 to benefit the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation.
Now, I'm looking at it. It's a beautiful car.
Oh, it is. This is the new 760-horse Mustang, fastest production Mustang ever built. And you can get raffle tickets for $10, and I tell you how to do that. Toyota's got a new Corolla special edition called the Nightshade that's really sharp. And then I put in a fascinating survey that was done by Volvo. And what's so funny is they surveyed really young drivers, Generation Zs, and baby boomers. And both of them are pointing fingers at each other saying, oh, yeah, you're the worst drivers out there. You're the ones that scare me. And the baby boomers are saying that about the young people, and the young people are saying that about the baby boomers. So pretty fascinating. I think the other article that will go up later today that people need to be aware of, because we're headed toward the end of the month, and there's going to be a lot of people buying cars. If you've got a late model trade-in, this is the time of year, guys, where cars go down in value. Every car turns a year older this month, at the end of this month. So if you've got a 2017 car right now, it's a 2-year-old car, but at the 1st of September, it's going to be a 3-year-old car, and it's going to take a dip in value. So I'm encouraging people, if they've got if you got a 5-year-old or older car, it doesn't make any difference. But if you've got a late model trade-in, you need to really focus in and try to make that trade before Labor Day.
Okay. I know we're running out of time, but I got a quick question for you. Are you going to get your hands on one of the new Toyota Supras?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
They've promised me that. I just don't know when.
Okay.
Anytime you get a car that hot, they're going to ship them to the dealers before they put them in the press fleet. But, yes, I will have one. I promise you.
All right. Sounds good. Just remind everybody, CarProUSA.com is the website. If you want to see this car, this beautiful, it's a beautiful Corvette. This beautiful Corvette will be on your website next Monday, correct?
Yes,
and
that's correct.
Don't forget to listen 11 to 1 every Saturday right here on 95.1 FM, 790 AM, KFYO, the Car Pro Jerry Reynolds.
You guys have a great weekend.
All right, You too, Jerry.
You too,
Thanks.
Jerry.
Bye-bye.